Let's go. We got the coffee and the Uncle Ted. Hey, what's going on, man? This is Mucking Corners. I'm Wyatt. And man, it is so nice to see y'all today. For today's topic, I just want to cover something called blue lining. So, you guys have probably heard of something called blue lining before. But basically, all it is when you're going to fly fish or do any type of fishing for that matter, and you're looking at a map, usually the main rivers that you're going to fish have names, and you can see it's a thick blue line that, says, hey, that's this river. Blue lining is actually finding the small blue lines on those maps that kind of stem or branch off of those main waterways or rivers, and going to see if that you're looking at on the map. So when someone's blue lining, they're usually just getting out and trying to find water that isn't fished commonly or is a lot more remote. So I like to call blue lining the Bilbo Baggins of fly fishing. You know what I mean? The reason being is because, look, you're going to get ready to go on an adventure. Like, you have to put in some foot mileage, and you have to be willing to kind of go the extra mile to get up to some of these more remote regions to go and actually effectively blue line. So there's a couple of things that I like to take into consideration when going blue lining. So let's jump into them. So first and foremost, basically, whenever you're blue lining, I tend to find that it's smaller water. So bring smaller weight rods. The largest rod that I've ever really taken blue lining is a 5-weight, and I broke it back casting into a tree in Pennsylvania. So I'd really recommend anywhere from a 5-weight down to a 3-weight or even smaller. So think smaller weight rods, more maneuverability, and tighter casting quarters. Second, generally speaking, the further you are from people or civilizations or towns or boat launches, the better the blue lining is going to be. Again, like, we're targeting natural fish. These natural fish kind of take years and just mosey on up to the most remote places in these rivers. So it's like, great, you got to put in the foot time to be able to get up to that. So take that into consideration as well. It's not always true, but it's kind of a rule of thumb I like to go by. I find that the fish in these rivers are a little bit less picky. So basically, instead of switching up your fly all the time, if you're getting fish to move, I'd add on a length of tippet and make sure that your presentation is sound and you're not getting any micro dragging with your fly. These fish are a lot more opportunistic than maybe heavily pressured fish. So again, adjust kind of your presentation before maybe adjusting the fly if you're getting some fish to move. Huge thing, as a former guide, you have to know where you're at. So when you're getting ready to go blue lining, make sure that you don't go on an adventure and go blue lining up someone's private property, and instead of catching fish, now you're catching fines from the DNR. You know what I mean? Tighten the screws and make sure you know where you're at and where you're fishing is kosher. And then lastly, you might not find fish, or you might find gold. Okay? Blue lining is very hit or miss, at least for me. I've done it a lot in Pennsylvania looking for brook trout. And over that time period, I'd either have days where I didn't even see a single fish, or I was catching beautiful natives every other cast. So keep it in consideration. Most fishing is very polarizing. You either have a good day or a bad day. But especially when blue lining, you might not have anything at all or everything at once. So keep that in consideration. And the last thing I'd say is, look, every map is a treasure map if you're looking for something hard enough. So break out the old atlas, you know what I'm saying? Get the magnifying glass so you can see those small blue lines on that river. And just know that you're going to go out hunting for some trout in an enjoyable challenge. So look, we're all mucking corners together. Until next time, I'm Wyatt. Let's go.